What's going on, everyone? Alex Da Silva, Happy as Larry Group. I hope you are well. Welcome to two things: your daily dose of happiness and the Feel Good Show. I'm live on Facebook, and I'm also doing this for iTunes and YouTube as well. So I'm going to be looking kind of up and down because there's a camera here and there's a camera slightly above as well. But how are you guys doing this morning? I hope you are well. And if you are going to start watching, and if you do log in, let me know how you are. Hello, good morning, happy Friday. I did a video, a podcast the other day, and just talking about our current situation and what was happening with us. And I shared that all of a sudden we went from, being in an extremely great place when we came into the new year, into 2020, and we had some huge goals as we were going into the new year. Our private practice, our office was booming. Everything was going really, really well. We have been helping, some amazing people, doing some fantastic work. What's up, Damo? And all of a sudden, this crisis kind of hit us, and everything changed. Everything changed overnight. Not just for me, but for everybody globally. The ripple effect of this stuff has been phenomenal. And a few days ago, I got the news, because I also do some contracting work, some consulting for companies. And the company I've been working with turned around and said to us, look, we have to pull the plug. This whole situation is, unfortunately, it's a bit of a mess. And so I shared that very openly and very honestly, because, look, that's just the state of the situation at the moment. It just is what it is. That's kind of where we are, and I have to accept that. And what I didn't do, what's up, Terry? What I didn't do is I didn't go into self-pity. Actually, I did. That's a lie. I did. I went into self-pity. The first thing that hit me, when I started to get stressful, I started to get anxious. I very quickly then kind of started to fall into that depression. And I went into all of the things which I usually don't do, I started feeling very fearful, described all the other emotions that kind of went on for me. And what had happened, I started panicking, and I almost just gave up. Almost just gave up and just thought, I failed. That was the thing that came into my head. And I actually told Lucy this. I was very open and honest, and I said, I failed. I'm supposed to be the breadwinner. I'm supposed to be the man of the house. My ego then comes out, because my self-esteem starts to low. My ego then starts to rise. And that was my thinking. And as soon as I shared that openly, and I shared it with Lucy, and I said, you know what? I'm going to share this with people as well. My thought process was, yeah, but you're a business owner. You're supposed to be a motivational and inspirational speaker. You've done some incredible work. This stuff could really go against you. And I thought, who cares? Who cares? We're all in the same situation. Whether I'm a business owner, whether I'm trying to help people or not, this is going to help somebody. So who cares? Put your ego aside and do the video. I did the video, and a few people came back to me in different, different platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, and it was really phenomenal. The feedback, and people just kind of just a little bit worried, and they said to me, "Wow, you went from watching, obviously they keep track of what we're doing, and we went, wow, all of a sudden, what's going on for you guys?" And don't worry, we just took a turn. That's all it was. And we took a turn. Lucy and I sat down, and we took stock. We took stock of where we were. She took some time out as a holiday anyway. And, because of what happened, we had to shut this office down. So, because we can't have one-to-one conversations with people. So we took stock. This is what we did, is we took stock of the current situation. And Lucy then made a decision that, actually, you know what, I'm going to go back and I'm going to see whether some of the clients that we've been working with, she's been working with in her practice, whether they want to work online. So I thought, well, yeah, exactly, this is what we do, so let's do it. So she did. So she went on and started speaking to some of her clients, and actually most of them, I think if not even all of them now, have come back and said, right, let's go online. And that's just triggered for me, because one of the things I've been focusing on was, our corporate well-being. stuff, so working with businesses. That's been a little bit tough, but I changed my focus. I just switched. I turned that around. What did I do instead is I then took stock and said, okay, one of the things that has been working really, really well was our online stuff. So I went online and we have our Happy as Larry Academy, and I didn't give up. I went and I started to I just put a course together, not kind of the best of qualities, but I just did it 24 hours, not even that, a few hours, and I just chucked this course online and just chucked it out to the world. And tons of people started signing up for it. It was completely free. It's just a mental health toolkit for people to be able to help themselves through this tough time. And all of a sudden, corporate clients started signing up to it. Everybody I sent this email out to, people are now looking, and the eyes changed slightly. That triggered for me, okay, well, let's do something else. And the reason I'm sharing is, hey, guys who are coming in on Facebook, good morning, happy Friday. I hope you guys are all very well. And listen, things changed. And this is what I've learned, and over the last couple of days, I literally woke up this morning and I just went, I need to get into the office. There's nobody here, it's just me, so I'm very safe. And I really, the maintenance guy, which is a huge shout out to him for being here every day, looking after the office, making sure everything is okay. Well, he looks after the building. And it's incredible. I really started to have huge gratitude for people like him, Lucy, the people I have in my life, that I'm surrounded by successful people. I'm surrounded by, people who think differently, people who don't give up, people that know that, okay, something else is possible. Let's just think about it. And that's huge, to have that support, to have that backup of people that have faith. So what we did is we just put a new strategy together. We assessed the situation. We put a new strategy together. Me, I get very, very happy, and there are a few things that I want to do. And we just said, actually, you know what? They sound like great ideas, but let's just get to this place first. And that's what I love about having my wife with me, is that I'm the dreamer, I'm the visualizer, I'm the person that, I know where we're going to be, I know where we're going to go. So one of the things I will never do with this company, I won't give up. I will never give up on doing this. I will never give up on helping people, because I want to keep inspiring people and I want it to be real. I still see stuff online now where people are saying, short term, let's get rich quick. Guys, I'm telling you now, this stuff, it doesn't exist. I've read countless of books now, and I keep listening. Audio books are phenomenal for personal growth if you want to grow a business. And I've learned, because I got caught up in I need to get big. In order for me to help people, I need to have money. I need to have success. I need to be able to get rich. And it's a load of bollocks. Excuse my language. I'm trying to swear as the least amount as possible, but it is a load of rubbish. I've realized, the most successful people, the people that I aspire to be, the people that I look up to, who are already ahead of me, maybe doing something different, but people that I really look up to in business, not just in business, but in a personal perspective as well. This stuff takes time. Every single thing we do in life takes time. And this, more than ever now, this is showing us how patience is key. It's so key with everything we do. Why? Because we can't go anywhere. We can't do anything. Our routines have been completely thrown out of scope. Everything has changed. But has it changed completely? Absolutely not. We have the opportunity now more than ever to get creative, to go out after the things that we always dream of, all of the stuff that we always think about. We think, I wish I could do this. How many people have done that? I know for a fact I have. How many people have sat there for years? I know so many people that have sat for years, and I've spoken to them, and he kept saying, do you know what? I love painting. I love drawing. I love writing. I love being creative. I want to be on TV. I just want a podcast. I want to do something. Well, why don't you do it? Well, I've got kids. I have a family. I've got a job. Well, you're stuck at home now. So do the things you love. And that's what I've realized. I have endless amount of time now, 24 hours, to be fair. 24 hours in a day. The first thing I woke up this morning, we have a little morning routine. I gave Ruby and Lucy a kiss, and I said, I'm going to the office. The office is around the corner from my house. So I walked here, beautiful walk, it's lovely fresh air. And the first thing I wanted to do was do this video to show you a few days ago, you know, we went from, God, where are we going to be? Because we're in a bit of a tight spot here. Now today's different. Next week it will be different again in a positive place. Why? Because all you have to do is take stock, assess your situation, come up with a new strategy. What are you going to do differently? What can you do differently? There are so many things we can do. Look, I'm on live now. I'm on Facebook Live, and I'm here recording a podcast that's going to go out onto the other social medias as well. Technology is the biggest advantage for us right now. So doing something different, putting a strategy together. Now listen, whether this pays off now or this pays off moving forward, it doesn't matter. Am I helping somebody? I hope so. Even if it's the one person that continues to keep watching, if it's the one person that watches afterward, if it's the one person that makes a comment, who likes, who shares, there is going to be somebody that gets something out of something that I do, and definitely something that you do. So why am I saying this is to get you out of that comfort zone, to keep pushing forward. Put your strategies together. Write down what you want to do. Write down what do you love and put it out. Look, it's so easy. Do you know how fearful I was of doing one of these live Facebook? I do videos every day, but sitting here live with people watching me, and then just underneath me on a laptop. I haven't got huge cameras around me. I'm on a laptop in my mobile phone. That's how simple it is. There is no technology other than what I have access to. But that's how easy this stuff is. But in here, we complicate everything. I can complicate everything. And I started to realize that simplifying everything, I then start to see things so much clearer. And that's what I started to realize, is that in order for me to see things clearer, I have to follow these steps. Continuously have faith. So what did I write down? I wrote down a couple of things, the things that I should do every single day, whether it's business, personal, everything else. Take stock. Take stock of your current situation at the moment. What's going on for you? How are you feeling? Are you feeling positive? Are you feeling good? Do you feel happy? Are you pumped? Are you one of those people that, thankfully, you went online a lot sooner and you're thriving? I was talking to somebody yesterday who, they've got a business online for a number of years and they're thriving. I'm like, oh man, that's awesome. And that pushed me to want to, okay, now definitely something because I wasn't too sure whether to carry on with the academy or not. But I will carry on with the academy. And I didn't respond to them. They sent me a message, why not online academy? Why not? Why not? What we do is to help people online. So why don't we give people the opportunity to do this more and more and more? If I'm coaching somebody online, I can only coach one person. If I have my programs online, that means I can reach, in the tens and hundreds, in the thousands, in the millions eventually. So why not? And I guess I'm sure they're going to watch this a little bit later, so there's your answer, is why not? Everything is possible. So take stock, assess that situation. What can we do differently? Everything. And if you're not feeling happy, you're not feeling fulfilled, and you're starting to go into that fear, the anxiety, the stress, the depression, if you're feeling uncomfortable, something isn't right. So do those things. Take stock, assess the situation. And then what? Put together that new strategy. Put together something new. What do you want to do differently? And I'm not talking just business. I'm talking about personal. I'm talking about relationships, communication. Are you not talking to people enough? Are you not opening yourself up enough to your partner, the people that you're with? Are you starting to kind of suffer with this stuff on your own? Because it's so easy to do. We all can, especially in the current climate that we're in at the moment. It's tough. It's not easy to be able to, to get through the day when we're so limited in what we're doing. And keep pushing forward. Once you have those new strategies, then push forward one day at a time. Just keep things, as I always say, and I say this continuously, keep it simple. The simpler, the better. Because what that means is you have time to be able to just assess and to be able to just keep taking one step forward one day at a time. An hour, a minute, excuse me, a second at a time. It's phenomenal what, the position that that we put ourselves in sometimes, especially when something like this happens. It's so tough, to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And one of the things that we always say to people is, we help you, we walk with you through that dark tunnel, to help you see that light. And that's one of the things that we do in our practice and when we're working with people. And I started to realize, why should I dim my light? I want to keep that light shining as much as I can, and I want to keep pushing forward as much as I can, because I owe it to myself more than anything in the world. I owe this to myself. This is my dream. This is my goal. This is my gift. This is my calling to do this, to be able to help people. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep pushing forward and have faith. Have faith. It's so hard sometimes to have faith that things are going to be okay. And I've always shared this. And when I use the word God, I don't mean it for me, it's not, it doesn't come from a religious perspective, but I believe in God. I believe in a higher power. I believe in the universe. I believe in the law of attraction. And for me, it's phenomenal because I never had this kind of faith. I never believed in something that was going to help me and I was going to be okay at the end. But I'm telling you, I've started to realize more than ever, and people that know me for a little while, even when I used it as a mask, my smile, my optimism, I've just got abundances. I've got bundles of this stuff, and I now know that I need to just share it because it keeps overflowing, and I want to share it with the person who's watching now. I need to thank you for your like, your comment, and it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal that people are still going, people are still pushing, and I love this stuff. I love this stuff because if we can all just keep pushing forward, if we can keep doing what we're doing, and we can just get through it, because the doors will keep opening. I believe this wholeheartedly. When one door closes, another one opens. Why? Because that wasn't meant to be. And a lot of the times we try to control things and we try to force things because we think that's how it should be. But listen, watch for the signs. When you slow down and you take your time and you're patient, things start to reveal itself. And I'm learning that more and more and more because I can be so impatient. So impatient is phenomenal. But I've learned that having patience and doing these things that I've just shared with you, sometimes it's hard, especially when you're so passionate about something and you want it to happen today and you want it yesterday. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And they start to happen for you when you have patience. And that's what I've started to realize. And what are the don't do's? I've shared them earlier, so for anybody that's missed it, don't go into fear. Fear, stress, anxiety, depression. Well, Alex, it's easier said than done. Actually, yeah, you're right. Sometimes it can be. But here's the thing. When you take responsibility, full accountability for yourself, everything that you choose to do is on you. Everything. Doesn't matter. Every single decision you make is down to you. Nobody forces you to do anything. Some people can, but again, that's your choice whether you do it or not. Unless they're holding you at gunpoint, you don't have to do anything. It's quite simple. You don't have to do anything. Hey, Michael, good morning. Happy Friday to people that keep joining. Don't go into fear. Don't go into stress. Don't go into depression and the anxiety. You have control of that. And by being able to keep your mind clear, to keep your mind focused, this is where you can get through every single day. This is where you can go, into the day in a positive frame of mind. How do you not go into that? Well, for me, I've shared this and I'm going to keep sharing it every single day if it means drumming it into people. Prayer, meditation, gratitude, affirmation. First things I do in the morning. First 4 things I do as soon as I open my eyes. As soon as I open my eyes, I say this. There are people that know me. The first thing I say is, I love my life. I love my life. I say this to myself because I have my daughter on my chest this morning. Lucy brought her in and she came in and gave me a cuddle. And we do this every morning. And I feel like the emotion now, it just feels phenomenal. And I just say to God, thank you for another day. That's gratitude. Thank you for another day of me being alive, me being here today again. And that's just 2 things. And I have a list of things that I write out that I'm grateful for. And I have my affirmations that I say to myself, if I'm going into fear, or if I'm starting to feel a little bit stressed, or if I'm feeling anxious, doing these videos. And the first thing I do is I go into gratitude and I say my affirmation and I go, come on, let's go. Let's do this. And that's how you get rid of that. That's how you get rid of fear. That's how you get rid of stress. That's how you get rid of anxiety. That's how you get rid of depression. Why? Because you're hacking your brain. You are telling your brain, I'm in control. Positively in control. This is me. I have control of this. The panic. Don't go into panic. You have to remember one thing. And it took me so long to realize this, but I've realized it. That we don't have a future. We don't have a past. We only have here and now. There was a book, that was written a few years ago, The Power of Now. It's a phenomenal book. And I remember it took me 2 or 3 times to read this book because I wasn't ready for it. And I read it halfway, got bored, and then did it again, got bored, and then I read it the last time, and it was incredible. I had such a different experience reading it because I've realized that is so true. There is nothing other than the current reality. Nothing. There is nothing other than the current reality. And it is so easy to get taken to the past, to get taken to a future. But often or not, we don't think about a positive future. We go into a negative future. What's going to happen? What am I going to do about my bills? Oh my God, everything is just crashing down. I don't know what to do. Again, fear, panic, stress, anxiety, depression. Bring yourself back to here and now. Here and now, this is what we're doing. You guys are watching me. I'm talking to you. And that's it. There was nothing more to this. This is where we are right here and right now. And in the current situation that we're in, when we're alone and we're in a situation, have a good day, Michael. Love you too, brother. Take care, man. It's amazing to be able to, to just understand that here and now is the best place that we can be. Why? Because we're present, we're current, we're here. It's incredible because there is nothing else. And when you're alone, when you're at home and you don't really know what to do, enjoy this time. Enjoy you. Enjoy being with yourself. There is nothing more beautiful than enjoying your own company. And if you can't join your own company, if you can't enjoy that, then get used to it. Use this time now more than ever to get used to being with yourself, to learn how to love yourself. Because if you go into those things, you go into those negative emotions and you start panicking, what's the next thing that can happen? The things that you don't do is you don't give up. Just don't give up. Again, it's easier said than done. You're not in my shoes. I don't care. I don't care about your shoes. I'm talking about my shoes. And I've never given up when it comes down to this stuff. I've never given up on me. And you know what? Actually, that's a lie. I did. Because I tried to commit suicide 3 times. I had 2 drug overdoses and I was ready to give up. I was ready. I had no self-respect. I had nothing left. And I just wanted to give up. I wanted to give up on the whole thing. And as I said, for a split second a few days ago, when I thought everything was done, I thought, oh man, what am I doing? It was such a failure. And that was me thinking, give up. And I went, right, not today. And that's another hack. No, not today. That's one of my favorite hacks, and I share this openly. If you have anything negative that's happening to you, like I just shared that thought process, that's exactly what I do. No, not today. Because I'm telling myself that I'm positively in control. And giving up, if you give up, what do? You're quitting. And if you quit, what does that mean? It means you failed. But in life, failure does not exist. If you take a step forward in life positively every day, whether they're tiny little steps or whether they're big leaps, it doesn't matter. Exactly, Anita. We only have now. That's it. And when you get something right, then that's an achievement. When you get something wrong, guess what? That's still an achievement. Because the wrongs all of a sudden turn into a right. You are never going to achieve if you don't learn from mistakes, if you don't do things wrong. How many times people have heard my story? I've shared it so many times. I've done so many wrong things. that I felt so guilty for, so embarrassed, so ashamed, not just for me, but for my family. And all of a sudden I'm thinking, why? Why do you keep doing this to yourself? Why are you carrying this burden? Let go. It's done. It's in the past. You can't ever change this anymore. You can't change it again. What do you do instead? Learn from that lesson and grow. Learn, grow, develop. That's a completely different podcast, a completely different video. But trust me, that's what life is about. The simplicity of life is this. You learn, you grow, and you develop through every single experience. So there is no such thing as failure unless you give up. Don't give up, because there's always going to be a what if. There's always going to be a what if. And that's all I said to myself a couple of days ago when Lucy and I sat down and we took stock. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep pushing. And don't get resentful. Don't go into that mindset of being resentful, being angry at the world, angry at the coronavirus, angry at 5G, angry at the news, angry at the politicians, angry at the government, angry at everybody else. It's so easy. I got angry yesterday. If you watched my video yesterday, I got angry. And I'm not saying don't. Let me rephrase that. I'm not telling you not to experience the emotion. Experience the emotion 100%. Experience every emotion, because I think it's better to be out than in. Because if you bottle an emotion in, that's just like poison, and that stuff will kill you. So don't bear any emotions. Don't hold on to any emotions. Release them 100%. Hey, Angela. I'm glad you're vibing high. So am I. I'm buzzing already. I love this stuff. Morning, Claire. And look, I think resentment is a tough one because it's so easy to hold on to things. And often, do you know who we're most resentful for? Or sorry, do you know who we're most resentful of? And I've learned this. We get annoyed and resentful at other people and things that people have done. But I've realized one thing. We cannot control people, places, things. So we cannot control people, places, things. And I say this very openly. I've shared this a number of times. Control what you can, and what you cannot control, accept. I say this to clients all the time. Oh, but he's not doing this, she's not doing that. I said, yeah, but what's that got to do with you? It's none of your business. Control what you can, and what you cannot control, accept. And what's the one thing you can control? You. So when I was talking about who are you most resentful towards and who are you most resentful to, that's the right way of doing it. Lucy always makes fun of me because my English sometimes gets mumbled up. And it's yourself. We hold so much resentment against us, towards us, that pain just vibrates everywhere else. And it's us who remain in pain. It's us that remain sore. It's us that remain in fear, stress, anxiety, depression. It goes on. It's us, every time. Take stock. All of the things that I've said. Take stock, assess your situation, look at it closely, and if you're really honest with yourself, take a look. And then get that new strategy. Put something else in place. Whether it's personal, whether it's business, relationships, communication, whatever it may be, I've said this. This stuff is bulletproof through everything. Morning, Keith. Happy Friday. And just keep pushing forward. Look, the situation that we're in is not the easiest. It's tough. It's a tough situation right now. But I wanted to share this video with you guys. I wanted to share how quickly and how easily things can change, how we can change a situation. Because my thinking was, oh my God, we're going under. My dreams is finished. This office is gone. And that's not true. Because I've put the right things in place. I've spoken to some of our partners and we had some honest conversations. And here we are, another day. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but it's just being able to put things in place. Do not bury your head in the sand, because you need to see where you're going. You need to be able to keep seeing where you're going. You need to be able to see what's in front of you, what's around you in this current present moment. And the more you do this every single day, you will see that every single one of these steps, are going to lead towards something Great, fantastic, phenomenal. And why do I know that? Because I keep experiencing it. And I'm sharing this with you guys because I'm hoping that one day I can look back at this and go, do you know what? I'm so grateful that I just never gave up. But I'm also so grateful that I keep sharing this so openly with you guys. Because whether we thrive as a business or whether we thrive as individuals, I'm sharing this. This is my personal experience. And this is what I'm putting into place now. So the people who follow our journey from the day that we were established as a business to now, we're going to be coming up to our 4th year in December. And if we make it till then, which we will, man, that's just phenomenal. That's incredible. And our goals, our dreams are still there. I said to Lucy, we're still going to go for this, right? She's like, yeah, we've just got to ride out this wave. This wave isn't going to be permanent. But what can we do differently? That's what we've done. We're just doing something different. And look, it's just adjusting. Seems so simple when I'm talking about it. And as I've been talking to you guys, everything's just like, oh, wow, this is so easy. Why isn't everybody doing it? Well, why isn't everybody doing it? Why aren't you doing it? Because we go into all of the things I said, don't do this. And I'll put it down on the bio, I'll put it down everywhere else to share the things to do and the things not to do. And I'm just putting these things into practice and I'm sharing them with you, as we go along. Look, we all have good days. We all have bad days. It doesn't mean because I'm a mental health coach and a motivational speaker and, I'm always positive and life is fantastic that I'm going to be like this all the time. That's not reality. Happiness is temporary. The fulfillment, which is what I feel in my heart every day, I'm fulfilled. I have everything that I need in my life. I am full of abundance. I have so much abundance in my life. Look, I have an office. A few minutes down the road is where I live, which is where my beautiful wife and daughter live. Spoke to my son yesterday. He's healthy. He's good. He's in a good place. I'm going to call my daughter today to check up on her, make sure that she's okay. But we speak. Spoke to my parents. That's a blessing. All of the people around us, like you guys that are watching, you guys are here. How incredible is it that we get to open our eyes, the people that are going to be listening to this later and watching this video later? Isn't it amazing that we get to do this stuff every day? Isn't it amazing that we get another chance at life? What are we going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? I'm going to leave it there. Listen, guys, I love doing this stuff and I love you so much for watching. The people that have been watching this, the people that have waved, the people that have commented, thank you. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I love doing this stuff. And if it means that I can help somebody today, tomorrow, in the future, then I'm doing my job. Please like, share, comment. Let me know if you put this stuff into place. Let me know if it works for you. It's continuous work, and I say this all the time. I do not sell 30-day, 60-day, 90-day challenges. I do not sell short-term solutions. This stuff that I talk to you guys about, it's every single day. You must do this stuff every single day. And if you do this stuff every single day, this is where success is. This is where you will grow in every single aspect of your life. Every single aspect of your life. Guaranteed, without fail. You only fail when you give up. When good things happen, take stock. When bad things happen, take stock. Why? Because these things are every single experience that we go through. These are lessons to make us bigger, better, stronger, more efficient, more resilient. And if you just keep remembering that, and this is where you find that fulfillment, because then it doesn't matter what the experience is. It just, all you do is you realize that it's just the experience. I love you too, brother. I love you, Ben. How you doing? So as always, have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, be great, be fantastic, and be absolutely phenomenal today. Absolutely phenomenal. And if you need anything, leave your comments below. Message me privately. Call me, text me, whatever you need to do. I am always here. I am of service more than ever. And I keep asking if there is any way that I can help the nurses, the doctors, people in the NHS. please let me know, because I know how mentally this stuff, how strenuous this stuff is. And I keep just putting this message out to see how I can be of service. So if there is any way that I can be of service, please let me know, because I don't know what else to do. So I'm just going to keep doing these, and hopefully this is going to help somebody. But if there's any way that I can help more, then let me know. And I'll speak to you again very soon. Take care.